Okay, well, in the third lecture of the fourth-year series, I'll welcome you all. Today we are going to see one more problem, but see what is the difference between the previous and the current this today's problem. In previous is we are conducting the problems where the period of this function is 2 pi. So that becomes a simplified calculation in case of the Fourier coefficients because the terms are cos n pi x upon L. As the period is 2 pi, the value of L is pi, so this pi get cancelled and we get a cos nx sin nx like that terms. But today we are going to see the period of the function will be 2L. Now L is what? Either 1, 2, 3, whatever the number is, or you can have some irrationals also. Let us come with the one example. Find the Fourier series expansion of f of x is equal to 1 minus x square in the interval minus 1 comma 1. Okay. Now in previous c is 0, here c is not 0. I hope you are aware of the interval c comma c plus 12. Here c is minus 1. In the previous it is 0. Now the question comes, what is it? L here. If c is going to be a minus 1, c plus 12 is equal to plus 1. If I substitute minus 1 here, minus 1 plus 12 is equal to 1. Minus 1 going that side, it becomes 2. 2L is equal to 2. Hence, L has to be 1. Okay? And if the problems are based on the minus L to L interval, minus L to plus L interval, then we must check whether the function is even or odd. Because in definite integration, in single integral, we have seen the definite integration concept. And in definite integration, we have seen one property. If I am going to integrate from minus a to a of a function f of x dx, then this function will be 2 times integration from 0 to a f of x dx if f of x is even and it is equal to 0 if f of x is an odd function. So with the help of this, solving a problem is based on minus a to l becomes quite easy. Now question comes how to test a even function and a odd function. See, whatever the function is given to us, f of x, replace x by minus x and check whether the value of f of minus x is same as f of x or not. I'll give a few examples. Here f of x is 1 minus x square. Replace x by minus x. We get 1 minus of minus x square. The square of this minus is plus, so we get 1 minus x square. Hence it is a even function. Let us take another example. F of x is equal to sin x. So f of minus x is equal to sin of minus x. And you are aware about the trigonometric identities of sin function. Sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. Here theta is replaced by x. So we get minus sin x, which is nothing but minus f of x. So here f of x is even and here f of x is a odd function. Okay. Second, when I go on integrate for getting the Fourier coefficient, particularly for an and bn, we are taking a product of f of x and sine, f of x and cos, is it? So cos is a even function, sine is a odd function. That sine is odd, that we have already seen. Cos is a even function. If f of x is a even, then f of x into cos, this product becomes a even function. Whereas f of x into sine, if f of x is a even, f of x into sine x becomes, f of x is even, sine is odd. So even into odd becomes odd function. So of course bn will be a 0 in case of a even function. Now second, that is, if f of x is an odd function, then what to do? In that case, a0 and an, in both the cases, we have to see for a, formula is 1 upon 12 integration from minus a to plus a, f of x dx, like as this. So if f of x is an odd, of course it is going to be a 0. So a0 will be 0. For an, we have f of x into cos. Okay, f of x is an odd function, cos is an even. Odd function into even function, this product is always an odd function. Of course, integration from minus a to a f of x into cos, this is also going to be a 0. So in case of odd function, A naught and A are the zeros. Okay. Now we are just going to see this particular problem. Actually, I am interested in defining only a concept of even and odd function mainly and its characteristics. But how it impacts while solving this question is also an important part from examination point of view. So hence, I will write a Fourier series as f of x is equal to a naught plus summation a n into cos n pi x upon L plus summation bn into sin n pi x upon n. Here f of x is even, therefore bn is equal to 0. You can directly say bn equal to 0. Therefore a naught is equal to 1 upon 12 integration from c to c plus 12 f of x and dx. So this is 1 upon the value of a is 1. So 1 by 2 integration from minus 1 to 1 f of x is 1 minus x square dx. As this is an even function, from this property integration from minus a to a can be written as 2 times integration from 0 to 1 minus x square dx. So 2 to get cancelled. Integration of 1 will be x. Integration of x square will be x cube upon 3. Limit from 0 to 1. Hence which gives 1 minus 1 by 2. So 3 minus 1, that is 2 by 3 is the value of n naught. Now we are going to see the n. n is equal to 1 upon L integration from c to c plus 12 f of x into cos n pi x upon L dx. So the value of L is 1, so we get 1 upon 1 integration from minus 1 to 1 minus x square into cos of n pi x upon 1 dx. As I told you, 1 minus x square is an even function, cos is an even function. Even function into even function becomes even. So again we apply the same property here. We get 2 upon 1 integration from 0 to 1 minus x square into cos of n pi x dx. Okay, this is 2 into. Next is we have to integrate this further. 1 minus x square integration of cos is a sin n pi x upon n pi. Okay, minus derivative of 1 minus x square is minus 2x. Integration of this sin pi x is minus cos n pi x divided by n pi, and this n pi becomes n square pi square. Okay, this part is not required to us. I'll just wipe out it. I hope you have noted that part. Next is plus. The derivative of minus 2x will be a minus 2. Integration of minus cos n pi x will be minus sin n pi x divided by n cube pi cube. Limits from 0 to 1. Okay. Now the upper limit is 1 minus 1 0. This first term is going to be 0. This is we get a cos n. Okay, minus 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 2 into bracket. This is 2 into 1 2 and cos n pi we get. That is not new to us. Cos n pi divided by n square pi square. Minus 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 become a minus. Okay. Next, when I substitute x as a 1, so we get sin n pi. Sin n pi is always 0. So this first and third terms are going to be 0 minus. Now the lower limit is 0. Then if I substitute 0 here, sin 0 0. 2x, but 2 into 0 0. 0 into this 0. Here also we get sin 0. Sin 0 is 0. So for lower limit, all the terms are going to be a 0. Now cos n pi. If cos 1 pi, sorry, cos 0 into pi, that is cos 0 1, cos 1 into pi minus 1, cos 2 pi plus 1, cos 3 pi minus 1, cos 4 pi 1, and so on. That means alternate plus minus we get. To overcome this problem, we replace cos n pi by minus 1 is to n divided by n square pi square. So hence answer is minus 4 into minus 1 raised to n upon n square pi square. This is the n. Hence, the required Fourier series is given by 1 minus x square we get here is equal to a naught. The value of a naught is 2 by 3 plus summation. The value of n is minus 4 into minus 1 raised to n upon n square pi square into cos of n pi x upon l. Value of n is 1. So we get cos n pi x. So this is 2 by 3 minus 4 upon pi square into summation 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to n upon n square into cos n pi x. In general, we get 2 by 3 minus 4 upon pi square into bracket. When n is 1, we get minus 1 raised to 1, that is minus 1 upon 1 square into cos x. When n becomes 2, minus 1 square, that is plus 1, so we get 1 upon 2 square into cos 2x, and so on. This way we get the expansion of this Fourier series. Thank you. We are going to see the few more problems in the fourth lecture, that is next lecture. So let us continue with that same. Thank you.